Coach, what was the reason for recalling Christopher Garuba and Nick Spector?
Yeah, they have a break. They have like a 10-day break between games, so it didn't make sense for them to stay down there. It's better for them to be up here with us, get some time with us, get some practices with us so we can touch them and feel them. And then we'll make a decision after their break is over whether we're going to send them back or not.
Coach, it was reported yesterday that you and Rafael met with John. I guess, A, is that accurate? And B, where do things stand with John after that meeting?
Yeah, Rafael and I did meet with John yesterday, and he has indicated that he wants to play and work towards that. And so right now we're in that phase as far as getting him back in game shape. He's been doing a lot of 1-on-0 type stuff, 1-on-1 type stuff, but nothing up and down, nothing 4-on-4, 5-on-5. So right now is like the ramp up time, and that'll probably take a couple weeks. We'll continue our conversations and kind of figure out what it looks like.
Have y'all determined how far y'all want to go with this? I mean, or is that part of the discussions about how much he's going to play? What does he want to do? That kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. That's part of the discussions that we're going to be having. Yesterday was discussion number one, and that was very much centered around him getting to a place where he can play in an NBA game. And he's in great shape. He has been diligent as far as his work. He's been positive and all that stuff. But as far as getting in game shape, and our guys have had training camp and they've been practicing and they've had games, and he hasn't had any of that. So right now it's about getting him to that point.
How much of a challenge is that to not let this be a distraction for your team, or is it not a challenge at all?
I wouldn't say it's a distraction for our team. We're very much focused on every single day and getting better and each and every game. I would say as it gets closer, maybe it could become something more of a deal, but right now, not a big deal.
Coach, the last time you all played Oklahoma City Thunder, it wasn't a good outcome for you all. What can you take from that game leading up to tonight?
Yeah, a lot. The way we started the game, where we turned it over a few times early and they were able to get out in transition, and we weren't intent on getting back in transition. That was one. And we only scored 89 points in that game. And for us, if we're going to score 89 points in a game, it's going to be hard for us to win any game. So, making sure that we're getting the ball moving, making sure that we have the correct spacing, making sure that there's enough room for our guys to drive and roll, will be the main thing for us tonight. But, yeah, that wasn't a good game for us. So we're ready to play tonight for sure.
Bring it back to John for a second.
Yeah.
After the 2 weeks or so of getting in game shape, from a coaching standpoint, if that could be separated from an organizational standpoint, would it be your goal then that he can come play and help?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if he's able to play, and yeah. But it has to be good. I mean, it has to be good for everybody, right? It has to be good for him. It has to be good for our organization. It has to be good for our group. There's a lot of, there's more to it than just like, one conversation and getting ready to play. And now you play. There's, okay, what does the role look like? What does it look like for the group? What does it look like for everybody? So yeah, we're just at stage one.
You ever have times where he's sitting there and he's healthy and you say, man, just get in there?
The time when he had his red little sweatsuit on, it was like, man, he could go in, but no, we're very committed to the process that we kind of established on media day, where John and Rafael were on the stage and kind of told what the plan was. And now the plan is shifting, adjusting, and we have to shift and adjust accordingly.
Is that tough for you at all? You've been through so many different kinds of things here. I mean, is that a big deal or not a big deal?
It's a deal. I wouldn't say it's a big deal. It's just one of those other things that you kind of have to deal with. But, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not something that I think about, or after 2 weeks, I'm really going to have to kind of put my head get with Rafael, get with John, and really figure out what this looks like. But yeah, it's something.
Did a possible role come up in your discussion with him yesterday?
A little bit, just like the beginning parts of, we're trying to figure out what this looks like. And that was mainly what it was. Like, what is it? What's it going to be? And we have to figure that out, whether it's, whatever.
What is Jalen and John? Is everyone else good?
DJ is out tonight. DJ is in health and safety protocols, so he's out tonight, and hopefully he'll be back soon.
But what is the plan to slow down Dort tonight? Last time he had 34 points against you.
Yeah, he's a hard guy to slow down because he's so physical and he's quick and strong. But one of the things that I shared with the guys was we can't be surprised with this. Like, he's been doing this all season, and he shot 11 threes in our game. So he made 4 of them. So don't be surprised when he's shooting these threes and then using his 3 to drive the ball. And 34 points is a lot of points. So our antennas are definitely up when it comes to him.
What do you see from Josh Giddey?
He's coming along. He really is. I mean, he was good in our game, which was 5 games ago for them. And, he had a double-double in that game. He had 11 rebounds, but it seems like he's getting more comfortable, playing more downhill. Obviously we played them in game 2, and, he's come quite a ways from that game.
Usman has been away from you guys for a couple of weeks. What's the feedback that you got on him from down there?
Good. Last night, I believe he only played like 11 minutes because he had a contusion, a thigh contusion. So, but up until that point, they liked what he was doing down there. He was enjoying playing. And that's the main thing for those guys going down there. It's like, you're here and you're getting in some games, not playing some games, and you're down there and you get to play 32, 35 minutes. And he's playing with great energy and, learning where he fits in and rebounding the ball and being the defender that he is. And those are the couple things that we really wanted him to, 3 things that we wanted him to focus on are get comfortable with what we're doing, rebound the ball, and really, really just be a good stalwart defender.
I don't know if you had a chance to see any video, but does it look like he's been able to accomplish that so far?
Yeah, so I watched, I didn't watch last night's game, but I watched the previous 2 games ago, and yeah, he looked pretty good.
What's it been like trying to keep Jalen from being antsy?
It's been tough. He wants to be out there. He was at shoot around today and sitting on the side and paying attention, and that's the goal for him is, yeah, you're antsy, but use this time to learn and be on the sideline and see the whole. And we're going to continue to watch film with him and continue the growth process with him because.
How much can the mental reps help him?
A lot. I mean, it seemed like his game was moving in the right direction, and now taking some time to get some mental reps is going to be important.
How much have you preached pace coming into this game tonight? Because in the last time you all met, you only had 4 fast break points.
Yeah, I mean, our pace has to be good for us to be good offensively. We have to be intentional about rebounding the ball and getting it up the floor, which starts with stops. So, last game we were very concerned with the Hornets and their fast break ability, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was 17-14. We had 17 and they had 14. So getting the ball to the floor quickly is always a priority of ours, but tonight especially.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thank you.